Can I ask you, what is it that you'd like out of these general elections?
I'd like to see the next government propose a referendum on the bank debt, whether we want to pay this or not. Nobody has ever asked us whether we want to take on this bank debt, so that would be the first thing I'd like to see. The next thing I'd like to see is a proper kind of strategy for the country. I mean, for the long term, not for the next 10 years, but the next 20 or 25 years, to say, we want to achieve this in technology, this is what we want to achieve in tourism and agriculture, education. I'd love to see people in the education system who have experience, who are professionals, not TDs put in as Minister of Education. I want somebody that is actually a professional in the education system and say, right, we need physics and maths to be at the primary, at the core of our education if we're going to take on the rest of the world. I was reading in the paper that we're the most globalized, open globalized country in the world. Now, if that's the case, then we have to be at the cutting edge of everything.
Can I just ask you, who would you like to see lead the next government in terms of leader and Taoiseach?
I'm actually going to refuse to answer that question because I don't think any of them have the leadership skills. Brian Cowan wasn't a leader. He should have never got the job. Enda Kenny, unfortunately, doesn't inspire anyone. And that's unfortunate because I think Fine Gael has the ability to drive this country forward. But they just unfortunately don't seem to get everybody on board. I don't know why, but they just seem to fail. Eamon Gilmore, if I was to choose out of the three, would probably be a person I'd like to see. But I'd also like to see, and I know this is controversial, and I'm not a Republican, but I would like to see Sinn Féin maybe take a greater slice or greater role in government or in policy making for the future.
Why would you say that might be a good thing?
Well, we've had Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael and Labour in existence for the better part of 100 years. I mean, Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil came about at the founding of the state. Labour has been around since basically 1918. And so we haven't had any new blood. We haven't had any new thinking. Yes, they are radical on the left. I'm a person of the right, if I was to decide. But, we have to give these people a shot. We have to allow them to express their ideas. Most of them will probably be crackpot ideas, but they may have some good ones. And so I'm willing to give them a chance.
Can I ask you, who are you going to vote for? Which party will you vote for in this election?
I won't vote for any of the parties. I'll vote independent.
Will you?
Yeah, I won't. I've had enough of them all. So if there's a guy out there or a girl out there that's willing to, do what's right by the people, listen to what they're asking and say, okay, you want a referendum or you want to proper justice? I mean, no one's gone to prison. And not to be too serious, but no one has gone to prison over this. And we're in debt of nearly 180 billion. When you look at the ECB, how much they've lent us, and the 85 billion that we're about to borrow, we're looking at 182 billion, so I might even run myself. No.